So as you all know, the Hermes runway show is coming up this weekend. So I'm like, you know what? Let's celebrate a little bit. What can we do to kind of like celebrate Hermes? Maybe look at some bag candy, if you will. I was like, oh, you know what? This is the perfect opportunity for my Hermes Hidden Gems. I have handpicked for you 15, well, that's 10, so 15 beautiful Hermes bags, all $2,000 and under, which there are some bags almost $100 on this list. So there's a little bit of something for everyone. Now listen guys, I love Hermes, but there is so much more to the brand other than just Birkins, Kellys, Constances, my new Lindy, if you will. There are some fabulous bags that go underneath the radar that are, you know, everyone wants to say that Hermes is played out, like we see it everywhere. Everyone has a Birkin or a Kelly these days, but you can still have Hermes and be way under the radar, which is kind of what I'm excited about this list for today. Before we dive in though, hey guys, my name's Caleb. I post luxury and lifestyle related content 3 times a week, so make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if this is something you're interested in. Consider joining the membership for more perks and access, the upcoming members only meetup, which is super exciting. I cannot wait. But let's dive in. We're going to start at the top today and then work our way down because I kind of want to save that like $150 Hermes bag for last. It's actually kind of cute. And I'm like, do I need that? Like, would I use anyway? All right. So before I ramble any further, let's kick this bag off with the most expensive one, right at the $2,000 price point. It's so stinking cute. Now, this is the Petit H Monsieur B bag. And you're like, Caleb, what's Petit H? Like, let me tell you, bestie. So when we went to the Hermes in the Making event for my birthday last year, literally cannot believe it's almost been a year already. We learned more about like the different practices at Hermes, how they make like the china, the scarf printing was so much fun to watch. Time consuming, but a lot of fun to watch. But essentially Petit H are like the little leftover scrap bits, or maybe they had like a teapot or a saucer come out that wasn't quite up to par. They'll make it into something else, which is so cool, so unique. And as we're having this conversation around like eco-conservation and just being more mindful and respectful of the materials that we're using, this is such a great collection to kind of meet that expectation. And this bag, you guys, is no exception. So this is the Petit H Monsieur B bag. And essentially this is made from the leather where the Hermes Birkin has been cut out from. So you have a little bit of that going on. You've got like the flap on the front like the Birkin has. And overall, it's just such a cool design. You're not going to see this everywhere walking around the streets in Chicago or New York. This is going to be something very niche, very, if you know, IYKYK kind of stuff. And it's Petit H. So there's not going to be like a huge slew of these bags out there to begin with. Now, priced at $2,000, I think that's a pretty good deal. Yes, the body of the bag and interior is kind of like a white toile, so you do have to be a little bit more mindful with that, but this leather, you guys, looks amazing. And I just love that it's kind of color blocked. We're playing with a couple of different trims here. You have the bisque Evercolor leather, which my Lindy is Evercolor, and guys, that leather is so phenomenal. It's soft, it's beautiful. It's very akin to Swift, but not quite as relaxed in my opinion. It has a little bit more body to it. This bag is, it's super freaking cute. I'm gonna say that about everything, so I'm gonna have to think of a new adjective. But for $2,000, this is a great way to kind of like dip your toe in. And I think this works for both men, women, and just like everyone who just needs like a good tote. This is gonna be a great way to do it and also have a little H in your collection. Now, next up, I actually have this bag in the box calf leather, but this is the Hermes Rio clutch in Crinoline. As a material, you guys, Crinoline is very collectible these days. It's made from horsehair and hemp, and it's been discontinued for probably about a decade, if not longer. So this is kind of something that, as we're seeing good examples hit the market, we should probably be consciously adding this to our collections now, because once they're gone, they're gone. Being made of horsehair and hemp, it's actually surprisingly a very durable material. It's very well structured, so when you see this on bags like the Birkin or the Kelly, which looks stunning, those generally look brand new. Like, it's absolutely insane. Now, with this one, I love how modern it looks. So this particular one, you've got the black box calf leather with kind of like a gray and a black weave. Now with the Hermes Rio, this is going to be perfect for like dinners out. Maybe you're going to lunch, maybe you're going to a gallery opening, maybe you're going to the theater. This is going to be something that is going to be good for those kind of events. Now you could easily fit like your larger size iPhones in there and like a card holder, maybe your lip balm and like the fob to your car. That's about it. You're not going to get too much in there. Not to name drop, Princess Kate actually has this bag, and I covered that in my handbags of Princess Kate collection video, so run and check that out. Hers is in a gorgeous Rouge H box calf. We're almost twins. But in all honesty, like the next bag I add to my Hermes collection, I want it to be either Crinoline or the Vibrato. I think both are stunning materials. This one is super tempting. Now it's priced at $19.45. I paid a lot less for mine, but mine's just like a traditional box calf Rio. This one, you've got that collectability. It is in near mint condition. They don't have the year marked, which is a bummer, but I'm gonna guess late 90s, maybe early 2000s. Now, next up, had this hit my market before my Lindy did, there might have been some issues, because this bag, you guys, has been on my wish list. If you're not new to my channel, like you've heard me talk about this bag. Jessie Style has one of these bags. Hey Jess, every time she shows it on screen or throws it up on her Instagram, I'm like, I need that bag. That bag is so good. But this is the Hermes Trim 2 38. Now there's Trim 1 and then there's Trim 2. Trim 2 is going to have like a little bit more depth to it. It's going to actually have like a base, whereas Trim 1 literally just comes to a point down at the bottom. Now both are great bags, very cute. I would probably prefer Trim 2 just with how much I carry, but when you think of Jacqueline Kennedy or Jacqueline Onassis and her relationship with Hermes, like this was the bag that she carried most often from the brand. I think she had A Constance, if I remember right. I don't know, you'll have to check out my Before They Were Famous Hermes name video. But the Trim bag, you guys, it is such a stunning bag, and in this oversized 38, you're kind of entering that like Brooklyn 39 energy that everyone's talking about over at Coach. I already have my Vespa in my collection, which you all know I absolutely love that bag. So that kind of held me off from doing like a Massai or the Trim, the So Kelly. There are a lot of good shoulder bags from Hermes. This is definitely one of them. In this gold combo, Clemence leather, this is going to be a fabulous bag. It's only at $19.45, and I'm like, do I just do it? Like, talk me out of it. This isn't a list for me. This is a list for you guys. I need to stick to the point and not buy any of these for myself. For a Trim 38 and a gold combo, that is a good deal. I'm just saying. To the same point, the shoulder bag, the crossbody bag, the bag that everyone loves, the Evelyne. Again, I talked about where this one got its name over in my Before They Were Famous video, but this is a Clemence Evelyne 3 and 29 centimeter. Now this is going to be a good, kind of a bit bigger size. It's going to be a little bit more manageable for like weekends, especially if you have younger ones, you need to throw their stuff in your bag as well. Or if you're going to be taking like a short plane trip, you could like throw your wallet, your book in there, your bottle of water, and then like maybe some like a cardigan or some silks if you wanted. Now this one does have that exterior front pocket, which is low-key amazing. It's going to give you a little bit more versatility in where you put things in your bag. Easily throw your phone down in there, maybe your card holders, that way you can get the things pretty quickly and easily. This is going to look great with denims, whites. It's going to look good poolside. This is a very like beachy, casual bag. I could see Kathy Lee Gifford on the Carnival celebration with this bag. IYKYK. But overall, just super fabulous, casual, chic. You can never go wrong with a light blue, especially in the warmer months. I think this would also work in the winter with like a gray coat. Okay, I'm talking myself out of this bag again. It's $1,900 right now. Great deal. Run and snatch it up. The Evelyne, super classic. Now, listen. Real talk. I had wanted a JPG Birkin, like the little short shoulder Birkin or the shoulder Kelly, for the longest time. I slept on it. I got my full-size Birkin first. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll just come back to it. They'll still be $3,000, $4,000. It won't be a big deal. And then Hermes decides to drop the updated shoulder Birkin, which made the prices skyrocket again. And now it's basically just as much as a regular Birkin. I know, shame on me. This is the Togo Atlas Shoulder 42. Now this is going to be very similar in size and layout to like your shoulder Birkin and your shoulder Kellys. Zip top closure, which is going to make it a little bit more convenient. And it's a little bit more under the radar, but with those buckles, you're still in the belted trend, which again has taken 2024 by storm. So this bag, absolutely fabulous. I could see this working for everybody. Great for like those long train rides, if you will, or I don't know, traveling by car, or if you just need to put a lot in your bag, this is going to be the one to do it with. A gym bag, if you will. Now, price-wise, where are we at? We're still at the upper end of the price point, $1,894 with this. I could see this one being re-released as well, so grab this one up while it's still sub $2,000, and I think that you would absolutely love this bag. It's also lined in a fabric, which makes it a little bit more easy breezy beautiful. Hermes Atlas? I don't can't really say cover girl. Now, listen, if you're like, okay, that Hermes Togo Clemence Trim 2 38 is super cute, but a little big, I got you covered. Don't worry. I thought of everything. Call me Dream Maker. I will answer. This bag is the Trim 2. So again, we've got that thicker base, but in the 31 centimeter size. Also, it comes with that gold hardware and my favorite Hermes color, well, as far as greens are concerned, Vert Foncé, which has been re-released again for 2024. It's also on my gorgeous Birkin 35 back there. This is going to be something that's good to just throw on the shoulder, run around town, do your errands, I don't know, travel apple picking, like do you, I don't care. But overall very clean example. What I love about the trim, once you get past like the interior flaps, it is just the unfinished suede on the backside, which is oh so stunning, absolute perfection, and the gold trim really pops on this Vert Foncé. Now when it comes to Vert Foncé, I think this is a color that looks good with both hardwares. Don't tell my Birkin this. I think the gold hardware looks a little bit better than the palladium. It is stunning. Run and snatch this up. It's $17.50. Now, next up, this is a bag that I had never seen before, and I'm like, okay, that is super freaking cute. This is the Hermes Box Sac Floride, or Florida. This is the Florida bag. Part of me is like, I can kind of envision the ladies of Palm Beach in the late 60s, early 70s, carrying this bag to lunch, doing whatever they needed to do. It is absolutely stunning. It kind of gives that like mod mid-century vibes. You just have the double snap closure on the front, single top handle. I don't know that this could go on the shoulder unless you have very petite shoulders. Unlike me, I would not be able to get this on the shoulder, but definitely crook of arm. And it is super classic in this chic chocolate box leather colorway, gold hardware again. You have an interior flat pocket, 2 gusset compartments, and overall just super chic, super casual, super Hermes, priced at $16.95. And listen, if you're afraid of box, do not be. Again, I just did a whole breakdown on the most popular Hermes leathers. Go and check that out if you want a little bit more information. But in my collection, I have 2 box bags and they're honestly pretty carefree. As long as you don't get caught in a rainstorm, you're golden, trust me. Box is amazing. It gets a bad rap for being too temperamental and scratchy, but trust me, it is a phenomenal leather. Now again, I am literally trying not to buy this myself. This has been something that has been on my wish list for oh so long. It is also in a colorway that I would love to add to my collection soon. If I don't do a vibrato or a crinoline, this might be my next color. Maybe a red or maybe an orange. Something warm, if you will. But this is the HermesvClemence Massai 32, and guys, this color is absolutely stunning. Now this is in the Juan yellow, and I think it has palladium hardware, which is 100% a vibe. Now, with the Massai, you should have 2 different straps. It should come with a shorter strap for like short shoulder carry and a long shoulder strap for long shoulder carry. I don't think you can get this crossbody unless you have like a custom strap made. That's a whole thing in and of itself. Now, with this listing, I would reach out to them because it does say that it comes with a box and dust bag. It's shown on the model with the longer strap, but then they only have close-up photos with the shorter strap. So double check with the real to make sure that they have the both straps available. But overall, for this colorway, guys, it is in absolutely stunning condition. They do say minor scuffs at corners in the interior, but hello, it's a yellow bag, so it's going to have a little bit of bruising, a little bit of wear, especially with a bag that age. It's probably, I think they discontinued this like not long after my Vespa, so she's a little bit older, I'm sure, but guys, stunning condition, really good quality bag, $14.75. It's a good throw and go bag. You can just throw what you need in it, throw it on the shoulder, and you're off to the museum or wherever it is that you carry a shoulder bag to. I don't know, you do you. Grocery store? Being a full set, well, we still need to figure out if it has both straps. I am heavily tempted. It's not fair. I love this bag. Now, another shoulder bag that is on my wish list, I don't know if I've told you about this, but this is the Marwari GM in Clemence leather. Now, this photo is absolutely terrible, so here's a better photo. Now, this one, it's priced at $14.25, which is pretty good of a bag this size, full leather, Clemence leather, if you will. Now, this Marwari, this is going to look great for those folks who need to hit the pavement. You're walking down the streets, you need a place for like your work laptop, couple of cell phones, maybe you've got a change of gym clothes in there for after work drinks. I mean, hello, this is going to be a super cute bag for all of the above. You've got that nice exterior pocket that you can just kind of throw your phone in. This is going to be like, this is your workhorse. This is your grab and go kind of beater bag. The interior is done in like that same kind of herringbone toile that the dust bags are done in, but in a darker colorway. And this one, it has been tempting me for quite some time. Now, this is done in a noir Clemence leather. I think the strap, though, is going to be like maybe a box or even maybe a Barenia. I can't really tell in the photos, but I know that it's going to be a secondary leather. And this is going to be really good in the wintertime. Like, this is going to be your beater grab and go bag. Now, these often show up usually at a lower price point. I think that this is just like the GM full leather. You're going to be paying a little bit more of a premium, but you can sometimes even find these in the toile, which looks really cute. So the Marwari, who knew? But it's on my wish list. Now, this bag I almost bought once in ostrich leather a few years ago. This is the HermesvEpsom Berlingot 23, and this is going to be a phenomenal little crossbody bag. And Epsom, it's going to be more durable for you. Like, this is like your everyday, I'm out in the rain, I'm in the snow kind of bag. I don't know what you're doing in the snow or the rain and why you need an Hermes to do it, but you do you. We all have aspirations. And in this colorway, I think this is orange to H, maybe, with palladium hardware, very chic, very casual, very classic. Now, this one, it does have some battle scars already, so if you're like me, I'd be a little less worried to wear it. Like, this is gonna be good for going to festivals and things. Pumpkin picking, hello, it's orange, we're in fall season, right? And I don't know, I just think that this is such a cute little bag, and lined in leather, the Chev goatskin leather, just truly a gorgeous bag. The strap has a nice little pad up on the shoulder. For someone my height, could this go crossbody? I'm gonna say probably not. But if you're a little bit shorter, more petite than I am, then yes, absolutely, you could probably go crossbody with it. And if not, like, it's just a good little shoulder bag. Like, this is gonna be something great for like running around the city. Maybe you've got a weekend in the country, you wanna go, carefree, hands-free, footloose, fancy-free, whatever floats your boat. This is gonna be the bag to do it with. Super cute, and we're getting closer to the $1,000 price point. This one's right at $1,295. And let me know in the comments down below, like, what have you thought so far? Before we get under $1,000, are any of these like Hermes bags speaking to you? Do you have any of these Hermes bags? Can you attest to their quality, their durability? Now, I'm interested to learn more about the Marwari or anything from the Petit H collection, so sound off in the comments. Let's get that conversation going. But this next bag, you guys, it is oh so good. So the exterior is done in a chartreuse toile. We're at $1,100, and this is the Toile Officier Garden Party 36. Now, I could see this being a more elevated substitute for my LL Bean boat and tote. No shade to my boat and tote. I love a good carefree boat and tote, but this could be like a little bit more elevated. Maybe I'm running into the city, still would be a little casual and a little bit carefree, if you will, but I think this one is super cute. And I love that it has the buttons both to close it and to close the gussets on the sides. But once you get into the interior, that is where the fun is at. So the backside of this chartreuse toile is this like really fun shade of teal. And I don't know, I think that is just a stunning color combination. Very mod, very 60s, if you will. The Naganda leather looks like it's really in really good shape. Now, Naganda is mostly found on the garden parties, whether that be a full leather or like the leather toile trim that we have here going on. A really good deal. Like, this is a good way to dip your toe into Hermes, still get like an iconic bag from the house, and just kind of see if this is right for you. Like, this would be like a good starter bag, or if you're like me and already have a few bags, this would be great in place of like your Birkin on like a nasty day out, snow, those kind of like gross days where you don't want to carry like a nice big leather bag. Go a little bit light. This is going to be the way to do it. I love this bag, but not quite as much as this next one. Now, this one very rarely pops up on the pre-owned market. Like, you kind of have to search for it or just let it happen, if you will. But this is the cacahuate bag, which translates to peanut. I think this bag is so stinking cute. It's almost giving me Gao Asan energy a little bit, with a more interesting handle, if you will. I think that I love that it's a rolled handle, but then it kind of flattens out up at the shoulder. And with this, you just have one big compartment that's opened with a zipper. It's going to be lined in leather as well, so very luxe, very luxurious. We're under $1,000, you guys. This is $995. No dust bag, which is a shame, but overall, really super cute. We've got that beautiful lime Clemence leather, which I think, doesn't Steph over at Handbagholic, I think her Kelly is the same color at lime, right? I think the cacahuate bag is truly cute, and it's just like a little peanut. It's adorable. I love it. Now, I'm usually an advocate for buying things as a complete set. Now, I don't necessarily mean like dust bag and box, because that seems to be incredibly hard these days. Again, dust bag conspiracy 2024. Can we just talk about that? But with this bag, I would make an exception. Now, it's supposed to have two different bodies. And you're like, Caleb, how is a bag supposed to have two different bodies? Well, if you had watched my Before They Were Famous Hermes name video, then you would know all about the Yo bag. This was named after Michelle Yeoh. Now, much like the Her bag, this one came with two different bag bodies, if you will. There was one that was much shorter, and then there was one that was much bigger for a fuller capacity. Now, typically, I think one would have been toile, one would have been a leather, and this one just happens to be in an amazing leather. So this is in the Fauve Buffalo. Now, my Vespa is in buffalo leather, but this one seems to have a little bit more of a pronounced grain to it, which is stunning. Now, buffalo leather can literally handle anything. It is very durable. It is gorgeous. And even though this one is missing its second body, I'm glad that it still has the bigger body, if you will. And what was cool with these bags, you could zip them onto the top, like the little flap top. But then once you took the top off, you could also zipper them closed and they would become clutches. So it's still kind of like a 2-in-1. Just take off the shoulder strap and you've got like a big clutch, which again, big clutches are going to be huge as we head into spring 2025. We've seen them all over the runways. It's a shame that this is out of production because I think that as we're talking about like a minimalist, minimal branding, minimalist aesthetics, this is going to be something that I think would be really popular again, especially with the two bodies. It's such a vibe. $895, named after the fabulous Monsieur. I mean, does it get any better? I mean, it would if it had both bodies, but that's not the point. This is still a stunning bag. If I said that I haven't been tempted, I'd be lying to you because this has been on my watch list now for a couple weeks. Let's shift gears a little bit and head back to more Petit H. Now this is the Petit H Triomphe du Paladin silk net bag. If you're looking for something fabulous, maybe you're attending a wedding or having a wedding of your own, or maybe you have some theater events to go to now that we're heading into the cooler theater season. This one is going to be such a stinking vibe. Could it hold much? No, but that's not the point because it's fabulous. That's all that matters. Now the little weight at the bottom, which makes it kind of retain its shape and stay open, is the Chandancre, which is of course stunning. This one is made from leftover silk squares. Maybe they messed up a silk or something happened, so they just needed to kind of like make it into something else. I think that's just such a fabulous idea. You could probably throw your lipstick in there, maybe a credit card, maybe your car key. I don't know what you carry when you go to the theater. That's you. That's on you, not me. I don't know what you're carrying. But $436, absolutely charming, comes with the box. In great shape, they say, excellent, no visible signs of wear. I think this is absolutely charming. Or if you want to take it one step further, this could be a really good over-the-top Christmas tree ornament. If you have like a really big Christmas tree, I don't know what you do for Christmas, but I don't know. I think this is super charming. If I could pull off a cute little silk net bag, I'd probably pick it up myself because it is absolutely charming. I love the colors. They're nice and muted, but also rich at the same time. I think this would work with a lot of outfits. Oh my gosh, these hidden gem videos are so dangerous for me. I just want to buy everything. All right, guys, so we've seen everything from $2,000 down to $436. And you're like, Caleb, didn't you say there was a bag for $156? Bet, I didn't forget about that. Now, this one, it's kind of neat. And I actually think one of you actually mentioned this to me. They're like, have you checked out this bag? And I'm like, no, but that's a problem because now I want to. Now, this bag, this is called the Toile MM, and it is so stinking cute. This is like a garden party, but like to the max. Now you've got the little canvas handles. Again, much like the garden party, it does snap close. Lots of exterior pockets. So I'm thinking this bag could do double duty. Maybe if you don't need like a good everyday beat around canvas tote for like whether you're going to the grocery store, the farmer's market, just bebopping around town, you just want something to throw your laptop in real quick. With all those exterior pockets, I can almost see this working really well out in the garden. Think about it. You've got your trowel and your little rake kind of put in there, your gardening gloves, hey, and just like all your gardening kind of materials. I don't know what you use to garden. Don't judge me, but I think that this would be incredibly cute for both like more of like a work bag and like a true work bag. You know what I mean? Like out in the garden, maybe you're pruning your espalier on the side of the house. Fabulous for that. You've got your little pruning shears in there. So this bag, it's $156. I actually have quite a few to pick from. So click my link and then head back over to the Hermes offerings. You're going to see at least 10 or 15. They seem to have these quite a bit. Now this one, it is marked as fair, heavy scuffs at the corner, heavy discoloration throughout. I didn't really notice any of that in these photos. So again, do buy with caution. You still have an interior zip pocket. Like this is a really good beat around bag. And did I mention it's only $156? It's kind of insane, right? Let me know down in the comments, like, what did you think of this list? What was your favorite? What was a hit? What was a miss? Are these hidden gems? I don't know. I think that this was just such a fun list. And I don't know about you, but I am super excited for the Hermes runway show this Saturday, which of course we'll cover in another video. Now it's so easy to just go on these websites and just find like dream bags at any price point, but to like actually kind of like make it harder and say like, okay, bags under 500. I think we did that with the YSL. And then Hermes bags under 2,000. Now we found some amazing deals under $2,000. There was that gorgeous trim 38, the Crinoline Rio, the Marwari, the Massai, like so many good bags. And I don't know, when it comes to Hermes, just think outside the box because they literally have something at every price point, every style, every design. Whether you want something like quiet and under the radar or something loud and in your face and fun and flirty, there's literally something for everybody at H. And I don't know, I just love it. So anyway, guys, until next time, stay safe, have fun. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.